Yes. Ew. Yes. Now I'm just adding this onto my page with my people, and there we go. I'm going to send my boyfriend a text. Okay, and I'm hoping that my audio is good, that my video is okay. That can be early or late. Okay. I'm a very classy lady. And I'm just gonna do it here. Also, I'm going live on Instagram, so that's what I'm doing right now with my phone. Oh goodness, I thought the lighting would be a lot better here for some reason. Oh, am I wearing a hat? Is that what's one of the things maybe getting in the way of a decent lighting? Okay, hold on. Also, the screen I can't see. Okay, it's fine. Alright, now. A very classy lady, obviously. And I'm telling my girl. What's up? What's up, Jimmy? Circle of sharing. Just felt really strongly like having to come out, having to do something on the gram, the Facebook, the whatever. You know, I don't even know exactly what I'm going to be talking about or anything. Just, it was like, go and do this. What's up? And then Roxy said she wanted to join up. Yeah. Where's that request, girl? There we go. Wanted to have Roxy on. What's up, girl? Waiting on you. I'm hoping that I'm on 2 different platforms now. Can you? Now I'm streaming from Facebook and Instagram at the same time.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah. What are you doing? Oh my god. See, every time I move on this table it wiggles, but the lighting here is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to talk about a little bit, Jimmy, too. Yeah, the Lionsgate portal. I don't know that much about it from reading about it or anything, but I've been feeling the energy and everything, and being more aware of astrology and the cycles and stuff. I know that the Lionsgate portal is extremely it's a big event every year that happens, the 8/8 and stuff. It's very lucky. It's a manifesting energy. It's transformational, because that's what 8 is all about. And it's Leo season, so it's like how you're showing yourself to the world. Yeah. What's up, Roxy? How you doing?
No, it's cool. I'm listening too, because I want to learn some stuff too. I've been talking to Randy lately, and she's been telling me about, the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension, and we've been talking about it, and it's been kind of interesting. But, it takes a little bit more. I'm a visual learner. It's hard for me to picture this shit. It's like, what? It sounds like too much math. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be. Well, I mean, it's not even that much math necessarily. Oh, my babe. And Marcy, too. Okay, so now I'm looking at Facebook. Mike and my friends are on Facebook. Hello, everybody. Hey, I'm not going to see your comments probably until 5 to 10 seconds or minutes after you send them. Haha, just kidding. I don't know. I don't know, since the new updates and what my baby mobile hotspot internet can do for us. We'll see. Yeah, I'm super excited, you guys. I just had to come out, and then I was like, there was like these little things that I wanted to do today, little supposed to's and whatnot. Like I wanted to go to the store all the way over on the other side of town. That's gonna definitely probably have the ingredients that I want for a dish that I'm making tomorrow. And I couldn't get out there, and I'm like, why? Maybe I wasn't supposed to be super tired right now, and then like getting the idea, like just go, 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 which, and here I am. That's why I'm out here, is because I was told to. And Jimmy's brought up an interesting point about the Lionsgate energy and stuff. Apparently Egyptians were big into it, he says. They lined up Giza with these stars, and that's true. You know what's a very big energy around the Lionsgate time is Syrian star being energies, and now I'm talking about the consciousnesses of that's around the collective consciousnesses of the star systems. I'm not even sure if there's physical beings or not, if they are physical beings or whatever, but they can, but I don't know. And I haven't interacted in a way with them that I could say for sure it's what it is, in a factual or objective way and stuff. This is just like ideas and stuff at this point that I interact with, and energies, So today, actually, I did go into a meditation journey with somebody that I follow on Instagram and YouTube, and that was cool because we got to work with the Syrian beings, which was neat. And I kind of felt like I got some of their energy last night too. I was kind of stoned, and I was just staring up at my ceiling, and I kept seeing these waves in the air, and they were like taking on different shapes. Anyhow, that's probably, I was just high, right? And then, but with the Syrians too, there's a particular type apparently that present themselves as very cat-like beings, or like big cats, felids. So I think it's interesting too that they were very active at this time during the Leo season in the Lionsgate of the year. Yeah, and they have like a really cool, awesome energy. Did you ever see the Chronicles of Narnia?
Me, I have not. I don't know about anybody else. How about y'all? Wait, I might have. Was there like a closet?
There might be more closets. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes, that's the iconic. That's the iconic one. Anyhow, it's like it's very well loved and well known. So that's a good one. Anyway, but like the creator of that whole realm is a lion, and his name's Aslan, which is a cool name. Anyway, lion, creative energy. Leo is like all fifth house, which is all about creativity and knowledge and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I just came on here to talk about a bunch of random stuff.
Dude, honestly, I'm all down to hear it. I just wanted to talk to you. So
I want to talk to you too.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
So I like hearing other people. I'm not hearing because I can't hear them, but my brain hears words when I read them. So I guess you can say I'm hearing the words they're saying.
I hear you. I get it. I grok. Because like that's how I do it too. It's like, or from what I've heard, I mean, like red, like. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I hear the voices too, Roxy, yeah. The voices help me understand. No.
I should have a professional in my headset.
I was thinking I need to get like, well, okay, the event that Energy did, like last week, it was really cool. I was just thinking, man, we need fucking headsets or mics or something
Ooh.
for it. Like,
Wow,
that'd be
that would
cool.
be super cool.
Yeah. That way people can hear us as we're doing stuff.
So are you gonna do like another how you did before, with a guided meditation kind of thing and stuff like that, or?
I'd like to do it again. I have to plan for energy. I got it. Oh, what's up? That's my cousin. What's up, Janie? That's my cousin
sweet.
there.
Hi.
It's neat. What's up, cuz? Ah, that's awesome. I love that my cousin's in here too. Like, I hardly ever get to talk to any of my family or anything, and it's just, I feel, like a lot of warmth that one of my cousins is here. Yay!
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Family always makes my heart warm.
well, like it's either burning with rage or or just like warmth and cheerfulness. It's one or the other, nothing else.
Roxy.
Oh, do you know my cousin Janie?
I know Roxy. Janie, did I meet her at your house anytime? Because that's where I meet most of your family. Was in at.
No, she's on my dad's side. She might know you through work or something.
Really? Janie.
Maybe.
Janie. Oh my god.
Delta?
That's so terrible.
Good. Wait, no. Cuz, how do you know Roxy?
Yeah, how do you know me? I'm so sorry. I do have a very bad memory.
Maybe the bar. Oh, the clinic. Oh, she doesn't want to give away all your information. That's like HIPAA violation.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am trying to remember where that is, but that's cool, though. That's cool. Nice seeing you out of the clinic.
It's funny.
It's like weird.
It's the horse tranquilizer clinic. It's the one. Aw, nice.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Are you? Because I'm trying to think. I'm like, usually I go to Planned Parenthood.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, it seasons out.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Paul.
It's too funny. It's okay. It's all part of life. So we all have vaginas and that.
Yep, we're talking about vaginas now. You know what is so funny is that, like, last week I got a lot of vulva synchronicities, and I was like, what? I don't know why. There's vulva synchronicities everywhere.
Loves that doctor. He was there for me when I was pregnant with Morty. What a sweet guy.
Nice. I love a good doctor. Yeah, a good doctor.
I want him later. Be like, hey, thanks for having me, because I was fucking scared.
Nice.
Anyways.
I wonder, I'm going to ask my Facebook person that's on here on Facebook if you can hear Roxy on there too. Just the one person that's there. Okay, and then I'll just look away and I'll come back to it later.
I think Janie's on your side, isn't she?
Yeah, she's on. She's
here.
Yeah, no, because I'm talking to Facebook and Instagram, and I'm one.
Oh, Facebook.
So yeah, so on Instagram they'll hear you, but if I have you all the way up on my computer screen, like the phone leaning up against my laptop. So that's how I'm able to do it both ways. So I'm wondering if anybody can hear you on that side. Meow.
Oh, then they're gonna be like, what the hell is that?
A vagina talk. Yes.
Vagina. Yeah.
What is the connection?
It always leads back to that.
Yep.
Oh, it started from a woman and we came from a woman. I don't know how
Okay,
this
cool.
song goes.
My friend Paul says you're pretty clear. That's great. We can all hear. Yeah. This is so fun. This is like a reunion with me and my friend and my cousin at the same time. Talking about vaginas.
Yeah.
And how's your vagina doing? How's your vagina doing?
Mine?
Yes, yours. And then I'm going to ask my cousin.
I guess she's happy and pleasant. she's okay. How about yours?
She's doing really good. She's, hanging in there. Not just hanging, not
That's
hanging.
basically all.
No, you know, like she's staying pretty loose. No, she's staying loose, but keeping it tight at the same time.
Yeah, she's keeping it tight, keeping it moist.
Yeah, slick. You know,
Everybody loves that word.
slick.
Gotta throw that in there. Everybody loves that word.
That's a good one. Janie, how's your vagina doing? You can write it down in the messages, or just think of it as a journal prompt if you want to. How is my vagina doing? It's time to think about her.
Really make you think.
Yeah, and I like to have a deck in my hands too, just to play around with, give my hands something to do. Let's draw 3 cards for the vagina, for the vulva and the vagina.
The vagina, yes, the vulva.
Yes,
Vulva
the lady parts. We're gonna draw 3 cards for the lady parts.
We got this. Ouch.
All right, for the lady parts of all the people with parts that correspond usually to a lady that are watching, and we're gonna get a draw of 3 cards on this beautiful structures of the human body. And 1 and 2. What's up, Samantha? I'm drawing 3 cards for the vagina, Samantha.
3 cards.
3 of wands. 3 of wands. I'm not sure, but that means that's talking about things that are coming in. And the lovers. And okay, and this is just the bottom of the deck energy and stuff, but I see good things happening here. Knight of Pentacles. That's some stability, that's some safety, that's some creativity and inspiration happening. Like, that's why we want to take care of our vagina energies and stuff. Okay, oh man, some changes. Alright. Well, I mean, I think there's being more liberation here. Okay, here's 3 of Cups, fun times, 5 of Pentacles, yeah, which is like difficulty and struggle sometimes, or feeling isolated and alone. And then here's the Tower, which actually is not a bad card. I think this is the time for us to be free in our creative and sexual expression, in our emotional expression. You know, we might have had a harder time expressing ourselves, whether we were happy or sad. And that kind of makes us feel isolated when we can't express how we feel. And that's like the vagina message, is to think about how you feel. Go deep inside of yourself and to understand, you know, those parts of yourself that maybe you don't get to see, but that still have an influence on your life, you know. And then don't be afraid to let go of the past and to let things come apart. And you know, like, yeah, let me see here with the Tower also. Sometimes it can you know, I brought not all of my decks, but I brought like the majority of them with me. I think all of them wanted to come, so, but I was like, I'm really only going to bring the ones I'm going to try and only bring the ones that I think I might use. So let me see here. I like to have other ones around for reference to different images and thoughts and ideas. Different energies and stuff that still are relevant. As an elephant, 2 cups again. And let me see. Thank you, Roxy, for being so cool.
Oh yeah, thank you for being so cool and letting me come in on your live.
No, I was super
I didn't know
stoked.
what I wanted to do.
Me neither. So I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I don't know what's gonna happen. I was just like, I need to be prepared. But here it is. Here's the Tower in this deck, which is the Healing Chrysalis Tarot. This is a deck that my beautiful babe got for me. But it used to be kind of like That's so cool.
That's a cool picture.
It can
Oh
be.
my god, I love that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like
awesome.
Callie.
I love the skulls and everything and the fingers. I just love the image.
Cool. Yeah, me too. The skulls are really interesting. She like wears the skulls of people that she's like killed and devoured and stuff, but it's like she's trying to aid in their transformation, she rips apart the evil and the wicked and and destroys the world over and over again to be recreated again into something new.
Whoa.
Yeah. So she's destructive and creative. It's creative destruction. This is the moon energy over here. So that corresponds to vaginas very well and lady parts because of the, our menstrual cycles and whatnot. I feel like it's been like really the last 3 months that have been kind of interesting for some people that may be tuning in right now or later. Whether you have a vagina or not, we all have a feminine aspect, and that is, and our vagina is like, or the vulva is, and the vulva and the vagina are like the external representation of that feminine aspect. There are like, it's your receptivity, to things that are new, things that are reinvigorating, things that are inspiring and will start something new. Or, bring you pleasure. There's nothing wrong with that either. Things that, when things are going well and you're in a creative flow state and like you feel very, like, a lot of pleasure a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not being afraid of that, and not being too clingy to the past and how it used to be when it was fun and good and stuff, because when the tower happens, you're going to be moving into something else that's even better. Or, if not better, at least just as good, and it's probably better because it's going to fit where you are right now. Let me just draw some more cards for tower. Vagina tower. Da-dun-da-dun! Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. Yes, that is very feminine energy. Da-da-dun.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I thought I saw that as you were shuffling.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah, that was below the deck. So interesting. So, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's awesome. So basically, what I was saying, here's the Nine of Pentacles, and it's talking about having self-confidence, about being able to manifest for yourself. Nines are individualistic, and look at how pretty. I'm going to show people over here too. The Nine of Pentacles. Also, the peacock. I'm going to say, I like thinking about the peacocks. Oh shit, and that's another synchronicity too that I just got. How was up, Mike? But my mic was like at work. What's up, dude? I'm telling stories about peacocks today. Just one peacock. We talked about vaginas and lions gates and aliens, and now we're on to peacocks.
Do you mean Lionsgate like the movie studio?
There is a movie studio named Lionsgate, and they're probably talking about this, which is it's like a time of year when like there's like a kind of a peak of a specific kind of energy, and it allows us to shift like very quickly from one level or to the next, to raise our octave, to raise our frequency, to expand our awareness and our consciousness, and to experience a different kind of environment energetically. sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what that's kind of about. So, and it peaks on August 8th, but it goes on from like a few days before and a few days after. Yeah, because it's like, it's the energy waves and stuff. Da da.
Dude. Oh man, maybe I was feeling it.
Yeah, I was feeling.
Right. Fix this.
Well, what have you been feeling?
Oh, what have I been feeling? I guess I've just been feeling more, I mean, I've been applying myself. I got this job and stuff, and I've been really putting a lot of effort into it. Like today, I spent pretty much about 5 or 6 hours of doing a CPR first aid online training. Where I had to watch all these videos and answer all these questions and stuff and take notes. But I kind of cheated. I took pictures. That's how I took notes. I was like, I have terrible handwriting. I can't even read my own handwriting anyways. It takes me twice as long to write everything down, so I still got all the questions right, except for maybe 2 questions out of all of them. So it's like, whatever, And I already just did this a couple months ago. So, anyways, long story short, I've been doing all this stuff to help me line up with this job that's pretty legit. It's way more legit than my last job. They're hella professional. They're gonna give me a smock, and they're gonna provide me with a thermometer so I can take my temperature every time before work to make sure I don't got the corona.
Nice. It's pretty cool.
So putting all my energy into that lately. Thank you. I don't know if it'll work because I have a charger.
No.
Sideways. I don't know how I look to her if I'm sideways.
There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. Ooh, where's my thing?
Just talk like this.
We're trying to have some
I know, I was just
technical
kidding.
difficulties. I don't know, but my energy has been spent towards stuff like that.
All right, here. While you guys deal with that, I'm gonna close you out, and then you can just request to jump on whenever. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just request to come back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried.
Wait. Okay. I don't want it to say remove. I feel like that's mean when it says remove Looney. I'm like, no. Okay.
You know what? I have some.
No, come back. Okay. I hope you're still. Okay. At Looney. Chickaroo. I'll just send it to her directly. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay. So she can jump on. Alright. Anyhow, so I was going to say 9 of Pentacles, about the individuality and the manifesting and the confidence. And peacocks are very confident, right? They have to strut around in they just strut around in all of their natural, beautiful, wondrous glory. And that's what the peacock kind of energy is about. But there's also another meaning too, which is what I was wanting to get into, especially particularly for any of my my ween peeps tuning in from the astrology group. I don't know if any of y'all are doing so, or we'll maybe catch it later. We'll see. But with the peacock, it has ties to sacred ideas and themes. It always has. I think that in like several different religions, and I can't remember the specific stories except for one that connects that the pattern of the peacock's tail, the eye part, the part that looks like an eye, are actually the eyes of the Argus. And the Argus was a giant in Greek mythology who had 4 to infinite number of eyes. And his role in the pantheon was to kind of keep watch over everything and alert the gods for when danger was coming and stuff like that. And he was killed by Hermes, who's actually called Mercury in the Roman pantheon, and Mercury is the ruling planet for this card, the Magician here, which is one of our cards that I drew to clarify the Tower. So here we've got the Devil, the Magician, and the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles underneath. So this is the energy of the Tower here. So like Argus's death was like a Tower moment, because what he died doing was helping Hera to preserve the current Greek pantheon as like kind of supreme and exclusive in its own way. Zeus seduced her, one of her nymphs, not her nymph, but one of her priestesses, her top priestess, the first priestess of the Temple of Hera. And I believe also the figure behind the mythological figure behind the high priestess in the tarot as well, Io, was chosen by Zeus to start this new pantheon with him. What's up, Mariam? My cousin Janie was in here too. Roxy was live with me for a second. Thanks for all the hearts. Let me see here. Yeah, so they were starting a new pantheon, and Hera didn't like it. She was trying to get in the way, so she turned Io into a cow to hide her from Zeus, and told Argus to guard her so that, you know, nothing's going to happen to her. So Zeus sends Mercury, Hermes, to kill Argus, or to rescue Io or steal her away or whatever. And what he does is that he gets Argus to fall asleep through his charms and talents, and while he is asleep, he strikes him dead. So kind of fucked up. And then they run across the Ionian Sea to Egypt, and Io became Hathor/Isis in the Egyptian pantheon, which is so cool. Like, I love the way that mythologies and different things can blend together. But that's what we're seeing here, is like these towers and these paradigms busting open and stuff. This is like devil energy. This is like 15 here, right? And then 16 here. So in the devil energy, it's very constrictive. This is like structures and ideas that we don't have a choice, that we're trapped, that there's nothing we can do, or, you know, things that make us feel trapped, you know, like addictions, kind of compulsory behaviors or patterns and stuff, things that seem beyond our control. It turns out it's really just the way that we're looking at things. It's the ideas that we're letting run the show. And once we get control of that, then we become the magician. And, you know, once we are aware of these patterns and these constructs that we are using and then holding on to and that are not serving us, then we are able to have more awareness of what we can do, of what is possible. And the truth is that anything is possible, and we have whatever it takes. You know, we have everything we need within us, around us, coming to us to assist us in what we got to do. And so, yeah, Queen of Pentacles is like the stability. It's like an inner stability. It's not just that too, because pentacles are about the material world. So this is about, like, you know, having this tower and coming out through the other side, like, not a scratch, not a trace of any sign that you were so like, you could have been in the fucking, like, with your face in the dirt or feeling like that, you know, but no one would know with the way that you were able to transform yourself from the inside out. You know, you could have been feeling like that because of something in your head that was telling you that. And then you really get to embody the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. But not because you're trying to put on a brave face. It's just because, like, this is what we've been through and what we've been through. And this is what we're capable of. Just understanding and then realizing that we don't have to be afraid. You know, what's up? I remember you from San Jose. The art show. I forgot your name because I'm terrible. Just kidding. That's a joke. I'm not really. The Queen is super grounded energy. That's correct, Jimmy. Good job. 5 stars for you. Golden stars. Yeah. So I love the energy of the reading. It's all 3 of Wands, Lovers, Knight of Pentacles and stuff. This is like that stable energy. This is like being able to do what, you know, feeling pretty grounded, feeling like we can relax, you know. That's what I'm saying. Even when you're going through these tower moments and stuff, you're just like, yeah, another one of these, okay, and stuff. You're getting more and more aware of these things and stuff. I know for myself that's extremely relevant, like becoming more and more aware of the mental patterns and the physical behavior patterns that are like making my life a mess or have made my life a mess, and that I'm more aware of, to the point where I don't feel trapped anymore. I can see the way out of it very clearly. And so I think that for anybody that's watching this, that is within your capability, that is within your means, and you can do it right now. It's pretty good stuff here. I'm like feeling super jazzed about it. Does anybody have a question? I don't see anybody tuned in here on Facebook at all. People are so excited to participate. Does anybody here have a question about anything? Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I could talk about Argus some more, the Hathor High Priestess connection. I could talk about Ween forever. I can talk about penises next if we want to. What's the penis energy doing? I don't know. No. I wish Roxy was here. Where is she at? There. I told her to come on in. I wonder if she got it. What type of questions? Anything you want, Sam. Anything that you feel. Penis energy. What's up, Roxy? I'm glad you're back. We're gonna do a reading now for the penis energy.
Nice.
We did the vagina energy. Now it's time. Okay, I feel like this needs a different deck. This is not my penis deck. I don't know which one is.
Let me see.
Penis deck.
It's not going to be the peacock. Peacock.
The peacockus. Peacockus. I think that's probably the one, or yeah, this is the one. Rider-Waite Smith, the traditional deck. I just swabbed it. Traditional deck energy.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I just saw the Ace of Wands and I wanted to whip it out on you guys just to be silly, but that's okay. We'll wait
Whip
for
it out.
Yeah, we'll wait for when it's ready to present itself. Oh. Okay, penis energy. Let's talk about the penis energy. You know what's so funny too is that a lot in like spiritual circles and stuff, we talk about masculine and feminine energies and whatnot. Tonight I'm just saying vagina energy and penis energy. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys know
Big
it.
dick energy. I like that. Yes.
Big dick
deck
energy. Yeah, there's some big
My
dick.
bad. Big deck energy.
Oh
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I brought all
I
my
kept
decks.
thinking about your big dick earlier, Mata.
About the big decks?
I kept thinking about your big old deck.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's so flattering. Highly inappropriate. This is a professional page, okay? No, I'm kidding. No. Don't play around like this. Okay. I don't know how long I've been live. Oh, 40 minutes about. And, okay, yeah. Here's a little bit more for dick energy. Dick energy. The penises. For the penises out there, the masculines, our masculine aspects, our bangers, beans, and mash. Mike knows that I'm talking with that, if he's even on here still. I don't think he is. He probably went to sleep. Okay, 3 more. La da dee, la da 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 da. I'm going to draw 3 cards for the dicks, the penis energy. And 1 more shuffle after this. Haha. 1, 2. Ooh. Wow, interesting. That all the penis energy is with the queens. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and High Priestess, who we were just talking about. And the Knight of Swords, which I think is very interesting because in the last reading when we were doing vagina energy, the Knight of Pentacles showed up in the vagina energy reading, which the Pentacles is earth element, and that's a feminine element, but the Knights are usually a masculine figure. And then here in the dick energy, we have like a masculine sign, or a masculine element, air element, which is all about ideas and stuff. So I think that actually the masculines are getting inspired by their feminine or their feminine side. So if you have a counterpart that kind of, in your external reality, or several people that you interact with that kind of seem to balance you out, that's where you're getting your inspiration from, through. Yeah. Okay. So Queen of Cups is all about like self-love, nurturing, unconditional love for others too, like really. So like I think that the penises everywhere are just inspired by the extraordinary acceptance and love of all the vaginas out there. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who is super awesome and dynamic, assertive, strong, creative, bold. She can be known as a drama queen. So for a penis just barely dipping into the vagina energies, it can be a little overwhelming. You feel very sensitive and stuff, and that can make you. But then once you feel like you've got some mastery of it and stuff, you feel more in control. But that doesn't mean that you're immune to you're not used to the that kind of an influx, that closeness to the emotions. So there could be a proneness to acting out on your emotions in a way that is like dramatic, overly dramatic, but this is all good. It's all leading you towards like more awareness, deeper awareness of yourself. These are all feminine cards for this masculine genitalia that we're talking about, and energies in general, not just about the penis. Like seriously, I'm just being silly. But yeah, so the masculine is really taking the lead from the feminine, which is like kind of a reversal of like how it's normally thought of in the world, which is interesting too, because that's also a tower thing, you know, changing our beliefs and our thought structures. That's exactly, that's why the tower was in that vagina feminine reading, is because it's changing so much, and it's going to be feminine led. It's going to be and super grounded in our experience. Like, yeah, you know, interessante. Ooh, I'm enjoying this so much. I do want to draw a few more cards on the High Priestess. I'm noticing these energies are so complementary, like so very complementary. Like, I am drawing a clarifier for a major arcana card in the same position as it was in the last reading, too. So this is all extremely synchronized here. High Priestess. The High Priestess is like our inner knowing of what's right, of what's wrong, of what's going on.
Okay.
Our intuition. And one more shuffle. Oh, snap. Oh, shit. King of Cups reversed, which is so funny because I thought that I had switched all my cards around, so that's extra significant here. King of Cups reversed. And then look who was right next to that. The Tower again.
Wow.
Well, let's see what's up here. Ooh, 8 of Wands. That's change and transformation, swift communication. This is intuition also. That's like throat chakra stuff. That's like messages coming in from the divine a lot of times. Ooh, strength. This is Leo energy. Thank you for sharing that, Jimmy. Emotional manipulations, that could be the case too, for sure. Especially High Priestess and stuff. That's like, you have to trust yourself in order to see through those sorts of things, you know, and it could be like a big shock as to the information that you receive, you know, about like, where is that manipulation coming from. And then 7 of Pentacles is like about waiting, having patience, putting in the work, putting in the effort, and just, you know, knowing that that something else is that it's coming in for you, you know, just trusting in that process without being without sabotaging it through like anxiety or impatience and whatnot. Big time. Yeah, Jimmy, for sure. Dun, dun. So it's like King of Cups. You have to trust. Like, you don't want to necessarily. Okay, so King of Cups usually, I used to see him as like somebody that was pretty well balanced in his emotions and intellect. And this is penis energy, Jimmy. The penis energy. We did vagina, and now it's penis time. So yeah, and then I drew 3 cards, which I thought it was so interesting that like all the penis energy cards were feminine figures. So it was Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. Yeah. So I was saying like, oh my gosh, I think that it's like the masculine being like a kind of being more attuned to their femininity and to their feminine aspect, their feminine counterparts in the world and whatever. So yeah, I think that's kind of what it's about. And then like kind of getting caught up in like emotional drama and stuff, because it's not something that they're used to, like just flowing with their emotions yet and stuff, feeling like they're a master of it and in control. And then that's when like things can get a little rough, is what I was saying. And then like the High Priestess is like, you know, just chilling with yourself. And so underneath that was the King of Cups reversed and the Tower. So it's like, it's like, yeah, when these emotions start coming out, that's what starts bringing all these Tower moments for our poor penis friends here and stuff. But they're gonna get through it, you know. It's like, It's just going to require a lot of strength and trust in the process, but it's going to yield a lot of rewards, a lot of results in the at least in the emotional sphere, if not like physically, you know. I mean, everything changes like with time anyway, right? If you sat there and didn't do anything, things would still change all around you. All you'd have to do is wait. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy is contributing. He says, the King of Cups reverse is about dishonesty, corruption, and vice. Yeah, and I was going to get into that too. Yeah. I forgot. I went off on a tangent. Thanks for keeping me focused. Yeah. And then, yeah, like I'm super, like this reading has been very interesting and complementary with the last one. Ooh. I hear guitar over there.
Yeah, it's Mike.
Nice.
She said she heard you. Dinosaur Jr. He's trying to learn Dinosaur Jr.
What song? I knew it! I was gonna say.
My neighbor I've been jamming with, he suggested it after we got done. He was like, check this song out. See if you want to play it next time. I like it. So,
cool.
I got a little of it down.
Nice. I love that song too. It's one that I've been wanting to learn also, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet, you know.
Okay, though, that's the one thing I didn't know listening to it off the bat. If I hadn't watched him play the song live, I wouldn't have had no idea he was Keiko.
Nice. Yes, I did. She's right here. Actually, it might be the Empress. No, actually, it's the High Priestess. Is the Queen of Ween. I'm telling you. That sounds beautiful. Dun, 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 dun. I love that song. I don't know if any of you guys know Dinosaur Jr., but it's a great band. We just hanging out.
See, I don't know this song. I need to learn it. I need to listen to it.
It's a good one. I'm having a good old time. Let me see here. What is the time right now? 7. Oh, my battery is getting super low. I think I'm going to just... Oh, by the way, I drew some more cards on the Knight of Swords. It was 6 of Swords, and then it was 7 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. So it's like a lot of knights and stuff. Their energy is moving pretty darn swiftly. It's like the conflicting energies here of what wants to stay the same and stays stagnant, and what wants to change, what wants to move forward, what wants to explore new ideas and go crazy, you know, in a positive, happy way, you know, or maybe a little impulsive too. So it's like kind of navigating between those like conflicting energies and stuff, but it's happening very, very rapidly. So that's why it's important to tune into your intuition. Follow your vagina. Follow your vagina. Listen to her. You're welcome. That's for everyone. Everybody follow your vagina. And even your penis is, even all those penises out there are going into the vagina mode. So it's a very positive thing. Yeah. I have to go now because it's, well, I mean, not because of the time. I would stay out here forever. But my battery on my phone's getting low. So I need to go. It's like, oh my god, if my phone isn't working when I'm out on a walk, I won't be able to text anyone. or whatever, or call for help if
Are you
something
not at
terrible
home right
happens.
now?
No, actually I'm not. I'm at the university campus right now.
Oh,
Like I love coming out here and just like collecting my thoughts and chilling. I have a favorite tree that hangs around here, and I also have like some cool tree friends down that way in like one of the lawn areas. Yeah, yeah. And thank you, Jimmy. I loved having you here, and your input was great. And next time I come live on Instagram, you better be on here also to go live with me. That'd be fun. And Roxy, I wish that we could have more than 2 people on a live at once, you know? Because then that would be fun with
yeah.
me. Oh, because, like, Jimmy's a Pisces and you're a Pisces. Ah,
Oh, yeah?
Fine.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He'll do anything for love, but he won't do that.
But it won't do
He
that.
won't do that. All right. Okay, well, thank you all for joining me today and tonight. I hope that my Lionsgate penis vagina messages have helped you. My stories. I hope that we had all had fun hanging out with Roxy. That's.
Aw.
I don't know if anybody can see you. Are you? There you go. Wave at the people. That's funny. I love you so much, girl.
I love you too.
Oh yeah, I will. I will, Jimmy. I love you. Okay. Bye. Bye, Mike. I love you. You too. You too, man. Well, I mean, you guys are at home, so probably safe. I love you guys.